Virgo Rising. Virgo Rising. This is your monthly tarot checkup reading for the month of July 2026, or whenever you see this. Observation. That's what we got. That's what we got for you. What are you watching? What are you looking at? What are you paying attention to? Three of Wands reversed, Ace of Swords reversed. Yeah. As you walk into July, you have greatly lowered your expectations because everyone seems to fail and fail to meet them. So, what is of value to you at this time? Hierophant reversed. Okay, you're looking to do something a little bit differently here. You're wanting to go outside the box and be a bit of a renegade and follow and march to the beat of your own drum. You want something that you can be proud about. Five of Swords reversed. Yeah, you're tired of bullying or fighting people and like, well, five of Swords is my bullying card. I think you want to let your defenses down with people. You're tired of having to police everyone around you. Hangman, you've got a new perspective here. Ace of Pentacles. It's like, this is diminishing returns. This is not worth my time. Queen of Cups. I'm sad. I feel emotionally unstable. Just want to like lighten up and enjoy life here. And like having to police everyone around me to be a grown up is exhausting. What do you need to have change in your life for your own best interest by the opinions of your guides, angels, and loved ones on the other side of the wheel? You need your fortune here. World reversed. Something needs to come full circle and really be completed. What do you need to complete? Nine of Swords, Seven of Cups reversed, Four of Cups. This ongoing cycle has an opportunity to change. Freedom, Eight of Swords, get out of jail. We're out of here. Fuck yes. Okay, so here it is. This anxiety of feeling like you don't have any options or choices, but yet the thing that's being presented to you has just like been a failure again and again and again. That's got to change. Feeling like you have nowhere to turn, feeling like there's no higher calling or no better emotional fulfillment, no way out of an anxiety loop. There's a portal for that to change for good. Yeah, okay. What's this? Yeah, we're getting out of jail. We're gonna put that there. We're out of this. This is done. This is over. What's going on at home? Page of Wands. People aren't communicating. There could be a child that's acting out and being unruly, lazy, or combative. Um, Fool. This is like more child energy as well. So if you're a parent, you're dealing with kids being unruly and dramatic, and not communicating their real feelings or what's actually going on, or not listening to what you're saying. But also with this, if that doesn't apply, it's that, you're not communicating with the people in your home and you're wanting to take a risk and do something new. Two of Pentacles, make things move more smoothly and easily, to make the process of everyday living more at ease and filled with grace rather than constant struggle and backbiting and bitching and whining and everything's a fucking drama. And yeah, like you're ready to just say, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to do some new shit. We're going to do something new because I'm sick of this. So, Virgo rising, what do you need to have the courage to do for your own best interest? Page of Swords, reversed, Empress, Strength. Wow. Six of Swords reversed, Hermit. This is big shit. Big change, big transition. Everybody's going through it, by the way, because Jupiter's changed signs into Leo, which is your 12th house. And because of that, it's going to transform something deep in your subconscious and around your feelings of loss, worthlessness, or the way that you've entrapped yourself. And obviously, we're getting out of jail. That's what we're talking about. And it really has to do with the everyday lifestyle, everyday living, just keeping all those balls in the motherfucking air to make everything happen. What are we doing differently now? Page of Swords. There's nothing that you need to learn from anyone else at this point. This is also saying you're free to talk a little bit of shit, but that's at the base of it. That's behind everything else. It's way bigger cards. Empress and Strength. A quiet gentleness and a compassionate willingness to open to what is already happening around you. You're not sticking your fingers in your ear and going, la, 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 la. You're not fighting with people to try to change anyone. You're using gentle, quiet pressure, especially with the people that are backbiters, that are like, if you've got, again, it kind of comes up as kids, but like anyone around you that is just juvenile and childish, you're using strength, very gentle persuasion. How do you do that? You're willing to investigate things that are chaotic and keep your peace and say nothing. You're a bystander. You observe. Observation. Hermit. That's your fucking symbol. Hermit is your fucking card, man. You're fully embodying Hermit at this time because it's a way for you to just stand back and be like, okay, throw a tantrum, whatever. And Empress is like, all right, I'm open to how you're acting, what you're being. Rather than trying to force or control or dominate like an emperor would, Empress just sits back, lets things come to her as they are, because the Empress is certain that she or he, gender doesn't matter, but just for the sake of this reading, certain that they have a powerful sense of self no matter what, like unshakable. They will be fine no matter what. Of course, they're compassionate and they care about those in their charge or those that are around them, their loved ones. But there's so much openness and flexibility to allowing people to be who they are, even if they're dysfunctional, even if they're crazy, even if they're fucking their own life up, no matter what. The way that the Empress enacts her power, of which she has a lot, is through strength. The Strength card, which is gently every day making an inroad through gentle persuasion and just presence. Calm, steady presence, non-reactive. That, if you take away anything from this, it's non-reactive. You look into the chaos that is being created around you and you're above it. You're not in it. The Hermit stands at the top of the mountain alone and observes all that is around with clear insight. You're looking to see what happens. You're looking to see how people are operating so that you can then turn around and go back to strength, better. It's finesse. I thought to say manipulation, and it is, but it's not really self-serving. It is to serve them by finessing them. You're learning the art of finesse. I had to remember that because I'm going to put that as the title. I guess you'll know if I did or not. Cut on the Ten of Pentacles. There is a greater hierarchy here. You are serving your role as a leader. Everyone has their purpose and their place in making this team come together. So this could even be like you're a leader in your workplace, or you're the parental figure in your home and you've got like a whole bunch of people living there. Yeah, whatever group you're a part of, like you're the leader, you're the one. And like you've got people who are like self-interested, and they've got envy or anger going on with them, or they're just like super passionate, whatever it might be. Then you've got people that just turn their back on you and think that they know better, and they're just very distracted, looking off in some other direction. To finesse these people, you've got to enact Hermit. We're looking for what makes these people tick. So like how to influence people. What's that book where it's like you're starting to understand people respond to their needs, speak to their needs. You're adapting your own conduct and language to fit what is most effective for the person you're talking to or for the situation that you're in. Hell yeah. All right. What's a detail that you may miss if you're not paying attention? If you miss the forest for the trees, for you, let's look at the bigger picture here. Eight of Pentacles. You've been working hard at this. It's a long time coming. Temperance reversed. It's something like you've wanted to turn this into something that feels hopeful and light and like a dream come true, and it's just not happened. And the element that's been missing is the finesse. Seven of Swords. Sneak around on these motherfuckers. Look, you have their good interests at heart, and I know authenticity is the shit. Trust me, okay? I love it. But it's just too exhausting because then everyone's beating their heads against the wall and against you, and they don't want to do. And like, we know you know best. Okay, I do. I'm here to validate you right now. I know you know best. But none of these other people, they're all pages. They don't get it. They're immature. It's not just immaturity, it's just inexperience as well. And so, for the group's best interest and the higher achievement, as well as the meeting the needs of the growth of each and individual person in the situation, finesse, sneak around and then think of a new strategy, a new way to deal with the situation. Go behind what is obvious, go behind their back. Now, I know that sounds a little wild. But I trust that you know what I'm talking about. That you're not going to, steal the money out of their piggy bank when they're not looking so that they'll quit spending all their money on Pokemon cards. Or you're going to, write an evil little memo to the boss from their work email and then now they're in trouble. And no, you're you're not telling them your true intentions. Because then they'd butt heads against it. Instead, you're using what you observe in July and going forward, because these are big cards. This doesn't go away. This is like, we're changed for good. This is like the new way of being. You use what you're observing to be able to understand how to deal with them better. It's just that simple. It's nothing that crazy, but it will feel like you're sneaking around at first. I feel like that's important to say. Like you're not telling the truth, or you're not saying something, like a lie by admission. It will feel like that, but it's for everyone's best interest. It's just like the last thing that's the key to transforming this into feeling like it's actually working and we're getting somewhere with the star. The most important person of Virgo rising, who are they and what are they up to in July? Seven of Swords. This is someone that you're working to finesse. And what are they up to? Two of Wands. It could be somebody that you only like interact with through the internet. Like maybe you don't work in person together. They could be overseas, or they could be from an overseas place. Or it's someone that it could be someone you have a sexual relationship with. Or it's someone that has a lot of bright prospects and a big future, and you're trying to plan something on behalf or with this person. Ace of Wands, there's a new inspiration. When you finesse this person, they're newly inspired and now they have to get up and go. Now they're inspired to go and progress beyond and make plans and start looking, like aiming higher, performing better. Emperor reverse, Queen of Wands. They're changing from someone who is like demanding total control and gets highly like angry when they don't have it, to someone who is creative and dynamic and a little weird and quirky, and they are a way shower for others. They have a strong sense of self, and they're growing into being more like attractive or self-loving. Confidence, 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 confidence. So instead of like demanding control in order to protect their fragile ego, now they're confident as fuck, and they're not trying to boss anyone around. They're just in their own lane doing their own thing. That's the amount of change you can make for somebody. Like if you just start finessing them. This is so fucking cool. I love this. Justice reversed. The karmic patterns here are you're free and clear. I want to say, like, you don't need to worry about like, oh, I owe them this or I owe them that, or it all needs to be on the up and up, or it needs to be fair. Like I want to say that this is not a fair situation. Six of Pentacles. Like I told you, you're up here. You've got the resources, you've got the wealth, you've got the intelligence, you have the matter, and you're giving fairly to those who need it. You're a master. Whatever like your purview is, whether it's parenthood or leadership in this type of job or whatever industry you're working in, whatever this is, like you're that bitch. You're the top dog. You know what the fuck you're doing. Like I said at the beginning, there's nothing new that you need to learn. You don't need to feel like you're coming from a place where you don't deserve to tell anybody anything. Like you know what's going on. All right, the secret that you don't know about yet. Death reversed. Major change is blocked. Why? Fear the major change. Why? Four of Swords, hyperactive, always need to be doing, can't just sit back and be quiet or rest or wait up. Yeah, this is just a habit of being for you. Eight of Cups. It's time to move on from what wasn't working. You've tried sunk cost fallacy. You want to keep it pushing. And I just don't think you've spent like a whole lot of time thinking about this. This is a new opportunity to I mean, sometimes in life, something can be kind of beating us over the head, whether it's someone telling us something or just like about ourselves or just the universe trying to get something across to us. And it's like, here's an opportunity. Oh, I didn't get it. Here's another one. Oh, I didn't get it. And then you do. One day you wake up and something just clicks and then you get it. And then by that point you can be like, oh man, life was trying to tell me this like for years and I never understood that's what the problem was, but now I get it. Or man, this person was trying to wake me up and I wasn't able to hear them. Whatever the case may be. Something is operating like that with you. And it's just because you're hyperactive and you're busy. And if you're able to just leave behind this whole modus operandi that you've had of like being very direct and very transparent, clairvoyant. Why am I thinking of that word? Clear voice. Okay. You want to speak the truth and you've been obsessed with that. But like Ace of Swords reversed, it might be time for you to quit telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth because you're around people that don't understand. They do not have the capacity to hear. Therefore, what is secretly happening here in the background, in the subconscious, is that now you're learning a new way of being. And then I get Knight of Cups. This is actually a kinder and more gentle way and a more compassionate way of dealing with people. And in the end, it's also kinder to yourself. Although it's felt very important, and I'm like clutching my throat here, important for you to speak your truth, you'll find that the end result of that has been less than kind to yourself because of how everyone pops off at you. Nobody likes being told what to do, especially when they don't have the capacity to really deeply understand why. The leading done with more finesse is a kinder and gentler way for everybody involved, not just them, not just you, everybody involved. It's very supportive. Yeah, it breaks down walls. What are you learning about now? Two of Swords, this crossroads is here because, again, you are building something important and you've put a lot of effort into that, as we saw earlier. And, like, it's just, you've needed this temperance upright. You needed to transform this into something that was healing. You're learning how to do all of this. You're letting go of some level of control of steering the ship. You're letting other people get behind the wheel of the car in this Ten of Pentacles association that you're a part of, that you're the leader of. And instead, you're more content to be the wise one that people seek out for assistance. Let others learn by doing, accept that there will be some failure. If you show up as a softer, more wise and finesse driven, I'm not going to quit saying that word, guidance rather than commander, you will find that these people turn to you again and again and again and again. Hey, how do I do this? Hey, how do I put the car in park? Like whatever it is, like they're going to start turning to you because then they will finally see that you're the master, that you know what you're doing, that you know what you're talking about. But they'll only see that through experiencing rather than being told what to do. Listen, I love this for you. This is, I mean, it's going to be such a fucking relief for you. I can just feel it. Like I'm already like getting teary-eyed because of the relief energy. Okay, so what ends up happening as a result? What's crystallized by the end of July for Virgo rising if they attend to the advice in the spread? Hold on. Lovers? Bitch. What? Three of Cups? Now it's like, okay, let's move forward with shared purpose. This is soulmates coming in, or a renewal of the soulmate contract. Like, oh my God, now I can feel love. Now I feel like now things are moving more smoothly. Now we're on an equal standing where we can both respect and appreciate each other's strengths and like move towards this common goal. Three of Cups, we can have fun again. Things are lighthearted again. We can celebrate new achievements and back up, support. Eight of Wands. Now the chaos calms. Things slow down. We don't have to communicate every little thing. Intuition kicks in. A new way of knowing. And silence. A healing silence. Wow. That blows me the fuck away. Okay. The wider circle. Whoever that might be for you in your life, how do they respond? How are they showing up? What do you need? Okay, yeah. How do they show up before you make all these changes? Justice reversed. Again, it's not fair. Ten of Cups reversed. There could be familial background issues, things that happened in the past, things that were like the broken family or emotional baggage, emotional hurts and harms. Four of Pentacles, there could be some people that are pretty closed off that you'll find. They hold their pieces close to their chest because they have been hurt and because they feel that the circumstances are unfair. King of Pentacles reverse. Some people that are withholding of their resources or their time. Moon reverse. There'll be more clarity and light shown on these situations for you. And it'll be about breaking down fears for them. Anyone that's trying to hold back or guard themselves or, yeah, not let you in. It's about self-protection, of course, but like protection of resources. Like I'm getting the idea that like if they get something good, they immediately think that they can't enjoy it because now they're afraid that there might not be enough. That leads to Nine of Pentacles, dependency and interdependency in a healthy way. It's because Six of Pentacles right behind it. I'm telling you. They start to be able to allow themselves to lean on the resources of others because they feel that there will always be enough. They start to understand the give and take nature and that we have to move money around. We have to move resources around. We have to move our time, our effort, our skill, our labor. It has to be given off and traded and like work. They're starting to understand teamwork. Damn. Healing, man, you're fucking building bridges and healing hearts all over the fucking place. What do you need to let go of, High Priestess? If you have in the pursuit of this Hermit, okay, where you're sort of sitting back and waiting, don't allow that to make you cold, aloof, or mysterious. You still want to exude warmth, fatherliness, motherliness, you know, I mean, both, you know, really with the Empress and the Hermit here. You still want to be open and welcoming. Really what you're doing is you're keeping a little bit of silence, but it's not a cold energy. It's not a, I'm setting myself apart from you. It's a warm, like receptivity to meeting people where they are at, period. And I just want to check on the bottom here. Nine of Cups reversed. This may not look like a wish fulfillment yet, but this is the beginning of a new journey for you that will lead to a lot of healing. And yes, healing, 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 healing. Queen of Swords reversed. You've been hard on yourself and it's put you as an outsider in your circumstances, but what you really are is a fucking leader and a way shower. So be easy with yourself in this process as well, because Jupiter's going to be in your 12th house for a little better than a year. And throughout that time, it's going to be this process of letting go of an old version of yourself. And there may not be something right away to replace it. Still, Virgo, hold to your personal truth that I have value. I, have my point of view and it's important, but we're talking more about a way of being, like your personality, the way that you speak, the way that you, even that you could dress, or your reactions, and limiting and reducing and transforming, being reactive to being aware and observing. For Virgo rising, give us a clarifying life situation card, please. Real promise. Release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility. All these people around you have so much promise, and I know you know that, or else you would have given up on them and got the fuck out of there. So meet them where they are at today and have faith. I do want to say have faith, not just in yourself to respond to this in this new way, but have faith in them to be receptive as soon as, the give and take starts to flow. Where instead of like, you're doing this wrong, and I've already gone through all that. You know the tea. On the mend, be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. That's another part that I definitely wanted to make sure I put in there, is that you're healing yourself through this, because the way that you're having to change will cause you to think sometimes, man, I really should have done better, should have known better. And that's not healthy, but it is kind of compulsive. Sometimes we do that. The vow. Stop. Oh my God. Oh my God. No. Okay. Okay. Wow. That is so incredible. I cannot think of. Okay. First of all, I'm just going to take a break. Let my dog out. She's bothering me. Clear up the waterworks. I'll be right back. Okay. While I was away, my camera took a dump. I'm going to have to probably get a new face cam, which I knew was coming because it's like over 10 years old and not even meant to be used the way I'm using it. I'm like, literally, this is a screen cap from the fucking viewfinder and not even what it's actually recording. Anyway, the vow, the promise, the oath, the contract. Oh yeah, this is what I want to say about this. Like, this to me is the highest like octave of Virgo energy. The devotion, the commitment, standing by your man, standing by your woman, standing by those that you've promised to protect or to love or to help or to serve. Like this is it. That's why I was like so moved by it. I'm like, oh my God, this is it. Like, it's badass. When the vow is spoken, the air shifts, karmic ties are formed, and destiny tilts on its axis. Our words and intentions have immense power. There is a reason the great mythic stories of our past often include the resuscitation of oaths and the mixing of drops of blood as a mark of union. The tricky part is that reciting the vow, no matter how casually, activates the eternal and unseen forces of the world. The ancestors bear witness. The laws of nature respond. These promises cannot be unsaid or forgotten, so breaking them can leave lingering complexities and loose ends. This card calls us to acknowledge the vow we are living by consciously or unconsciously. Okay, this card calls us to acknowledge the vow we are living by, either consciously or unconsciously, and either recommit to it or create a ritual that signifies its closure. You've been underestimating the power of your promises, bearing witness to the shift towards destiny. And this is just so much about, like, in this reading, I see you as just completely honoring your vow to other people, the vow that you've made to the people, like whether that's your children, your loved ones, the people that work under you, or whatever it is. Like, you've made a commitment to them and you want to stand by that. Think of the last promise you made. Was it to yourself or another? Has it been upheld or broken? I don't know. Either way, it's a call to remembering what those vows were. And I feel like for you, it's letting you know that you stood by them. And that's something that you can be very fucking proud of. Like, respect. I just respect the fuck out of that. Your angels, ascended masters, guides, and loved ones have a message for you. Look around and find some signs the universe is speaking to you. Make time to play, have fun, be free. Yep. Yep. If you need guidance throughout this, you have your own source of spiritual intelligence. So if you need a little bit of guidance on how to handle things, and again, look around, you're doing the observation here. You're looking around to find signs, and it's not just literal, like, see that little green blip? Like, my shit's about to burn out. Anyway, it's not just literal, it's also spiritual signs and powerfully felt things. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like that. Thank you for letting me read for you. If you like that, please like and subscribe. I also have other readings on my channel, like love and relationship readings. And until I see you next time, bye.